of the nomination exercise. The Commission will meet for candidates 27th of September 2025 for the purpose of harmonizing their campaign programs, after which candidates' campaigns will commence on the 29th of September and run until January 2026. The Commission, therefore, dignity and mutual respect throughout the nomination process, and most important, on the upcoming campaign period.
Vice Chairman Haji Gongo, Second Vice Chairperson Anita Mong, all the other Vice Chairpersons, members of SEC, all the other supporters of and leaders of NRM who are here, and those who are listening. I thank the Electoral Commission for doing the detailed work of studying the documents and approving our candidacy, our candidature. It's a lot of work, a lot of paperwork. I congratulate them. I congratulate the Electoral Commission. I want to thank the NRM members for again showing trust in me and electing me as the NRM chairperson for the period 1925-1931, and also for the flag bearer for the period 1926-1931. As we have discussed in our inner organs, but before I talk about the future, I hope nobody will accuse the Electoral Commission for campaigning for me. When they selected this site here, what I challenged the NRM media team to do is to go and get a satellite picture of 1986, if they can, of this area. Sometimes those pictures are there. Get a satellite picture of this area, this area, which they call Ruboa, Ruweza, they mix them up. This whole area, up to Gwebaja. If they could get the satellite pictures of 1986 of these areas, and now, then you not have to campaign much, you just show. You Gen Z people, these are Gen Z, Gen Z. The Gen Z is my comrades, my supporters. You should see that picture of 1986 here. This was a coffee shamba here. That's why they call it Ruboa Estate. It was a coffee shamba owned by a British company called Mitchell Courts. Now when you come here, it's amazing. If you, all the way you can see. A satellite picture of 1986 and now would speak many words rather than just talking. And the whole of, if you want to show the whole of Kampala, 1986 from the satellite, and now, just the picture. So where we are moving to now is to, again, convince the people of Uganda of what has been achieved in the past and what we are planning to do now. At Kololo, I will say more in the afternoon, but really we have got two major thrusts. Thrust number one is to work with the middle class and the investors from outside to completely transform Uganda from a lower middle income country, which we are now. We are no longer a least developed country, we are now a lower middle income country, to high middle income country moving towards first world country. I think the idea is that in this Sanja, which we are now concluding, if you check the figures, the GDP of Uganda has doubled, apparently. I had not bothered to check that, but they pointed it out, that at the end of the last Sanja, we were like 34 billion. We are now 66 billion. It's really, I don't know why NRM doesn't talk more about some of these things, because they are really remarkable. To double the size of GDP in one term is not a mean achievement. And this is what we intend to do in this coming term. And things are now much faster because we have everything that we didn't have in the past. We have electricity. We have the roads, although we need to repair some of the others. We have the telephones. We have the manpower, the educated people. We have the peace. That's why we are being flooded with more investments. Because people in the world are looking for a peaceful area, a peaceful and profitable area where to invest. That's why there's one of our Asian people, the one who was heading the Uganda-Indian Association, I've forgotten his name, but he always tells me about Uganda being a land of the 3 Ps. Peaceful, profitable, and something else, 3 Ps. Peaceful, profitable, and some other third one. It has got everything. They are coming because there is peace. But on the other side, we, the NRM people, need to ensure that all our population layers get involved. This is where we have some challenges. And this is where we need to address what I always call the mass issues, the issues of the masses. Number one, everybody to be involved in the money economy with the Kibaro. That's number one. Number two, education. Free education for our children of the poor in government schools. For all children in the government schools. The rich ones can take their children to private schools. Number three, the roads. Making sure that the tarmac roads are repaired on time so that we don't have to lose time and then get potholes and then come late and do so more expensively. But also, the Maram roads are maintained. And the money is always sent. The next one, health, the health. The immunization is doing very well, but the curative side sometimes has problems. Ensure that the drugs are there, are not stolen. The issue of water, safe water for all the villages, that must be concluded. Then crime. There is peace in the country. There is no war. The army cannot allow that. But there is a bit of crime and impunity. Criminals who are not handled because of some corruption among the people involved. The NRM structures need to come out and help expose crime and hold accountable all the criminals. And then getting rid of corruption. These ones will help all our people to enjoy the transformation going on in Uganda. It's not good for the middle class to do well, as you can see, because all these people who have built these houses here, you can see from far beyond Bwebaja, areas which were bush are now high-value properties. They are owned by some people, the middle class. But we want the wananchi, all the wananchi, to benefit. So this is the double mission in the coming Kisanja. Continue empowering the middle class, the investors, whether local or from outside, but make sure that the masses are all involved. I thank you. We shall say more as we go along. I thank you and I wish everybody good luck. N'umuteeka erufuga ettaka eryajja luvannyuma twalemerawo ne tugamba nti ow'ekibanja tannagobebwa ate obusuulu bulina okubeerako ekikomo. Kati abo bonna bye bakola bimenya amateeka. Awo wenenyeza ba RDCs bange tebandikiriza ekyo kubeerawo kubanga ebiragiro tibikiriza omuntu yenna kugoba ow'ekibanja oba okumutemako ekibanja ekyo. Olusalo olwo twaluwangula dda mu biragiro. Soma ebiragiro, bamwita kaaya, osome ebiragiro by'ettaka olabe ow'ettaka takkirizibwa kugoba ow'ekibanja. Babikola mu bumenyi bw'amateeka. And because kati kyemukola mulonde ababaka ba NRM kubanga abo abasirikira ebyambiyoni ebyo buwekenenya ogenda kusanga bano bemwaleeta abalala abali ku byabwe. Ate ne bwe twali tulwana mu by'ettaka baali batuwakanya, baali tebaagala kulwana kuwa ekibanja, ffe tulemera kuwa ekibanja. Soma ekiragiro ky'ettaka nga bwekiri, tekikiriza. Tokkirizibwa kugoba w'ekibanja, tokkirizibwa kumutemako ekitundu ky'ekibanja kye, ate obusuulu buliko ekikomo. Ate gavumenti, Minister of Lands yabukkiriza si bw'amaanyi. Ab'amataka b'emulugunya olwo ne bagamba nti siringi 10,000 lwokka olwaliwo mu budde obwo nti tirulina makulu. Ne mbagamba nti temulaba abaserikale bankubira salute eriko sente meka. Obusuulu obwo salute yokka nti sebe nkutegedde. Olusalo olwo twalwana ne tulwangula. Banambozi bali babalimba wano nti bebagamba nti ettaka lya Buganda lyabasenze si ly'abamayiro bokka. So the issue is implementation, not the law, because we handled it.
As a father of this nation, how are you entirely preparing it for transition away from just the elections? Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, this is what I said. When I introduced, I told you that we are, point number 3 in our principles is socio-economic transformation. Never cause. We told just look around, see here, what do you call this? This one was a samba. The other samba lyemwanyi wano. Naye tunule ekiri wano. Ate aba electoral commission bakoze bulungi ne bandeeta wano. Ate namwe ne babaleeta. Ate ne mujja na kamera zammwe mukube ebifaananyi. Mwagala kugenda mu ggulu oba mwagala kugenda mu Geena? Oba mwagala kugenda mu ggulu mulina okubeera ab'amazima. Nsomoozezza abantu bange aba press batufunire ebifaananyi by'ebitundu bino 86 nakati bafune ebyakati ebyolwaleero mulabe muteeke mu mawulire gammwe. So our main work is not just formal democracy, just elections, but socio-economic transformation. In the speech in the national conference, I gave you the 5 stages, which I don't want to go into now. Recovery, expansion, diversification, value addition. Now we are in phase 5 of knowledge economy. That's transformation.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Timothy Nyangweso with UBC.
Mr. Nyangweso. Olumusada musamya. Oliotie.
Ndiyo, olibulai.
Ndi mulai.
Abengo.
Abengo balai. We are speaking our language, which these people don't understand. The answer to your question is what we have told you. And I would like anybody who has got contrary opinion to oppose it. We have told you repeatedly that the answer for all Ugandans for livelihood are the 4 sectors. Nyangweso wulidde munange sectors ennya obubondo obuna mukamereza muzikola oba zikola mu nkwate ate anampakanya aveyo tuwakane. There is no other way except the 4 sectors. Sector 1, commercial agriculture with the Chivaro. If you have got land, if you want to get out of poverty, route number 1 to get out of poverty is to engage in commercial agriculture with the Chivaro. And we have told you repeatedly how that should be. Sector 2, manufacturing and artisanship. That is the second sector. Third sector, services, hotels, tourism, transport, rumor mongering like you people here. Somebody lives by rumor mongering. This is a service. Nyangweso is picking rumors from here, taking them around that he's informing us. Most of the time he's misinforming us. But we pay you. That Nyangweso is paid for Okusakama Ulire. Okusakama Ulire no bulimba byonna nasaka netumusasula. Services. Sector 3. Sector 4, it is really part of Sector three, but I like to put it separate. ICT. There is, for instance, a sector known as, an activity known as BPOs, business processes outsourcing. Somebody can be an auditor here or an accountant, and he gets assignment from Canada, a company in Canada. They send you their books here. You arrange them properly as an accountant should do, and you send them back, and they pay you. So this is the fourth sector. ICT, number one. Services, number two. Manufacturing and artisanship, number three. Commercial agriculture, number four. There is no other way. If anybody tells you there's another way of how the young, whether you are young or old or ancient or modern, these are the four. If there's anybody who knows another sector, I have forgotten. Of course, there is government service, public service, but it is also a service. You hear they call it public service. There's also political service, politicians. That is also a service. But the problem with the public service is that the jobs are very limited. The whole public service is 480,000. All of them, soldiers, policemen, spies, rumor mongers working for the government, corrupt civil servants, all of them together, 480,000. Population of Uganda is 46 million. How can the government be a solution? It's not a solution. That's why we've been telling you that even where we are now, manufacturing is employing 1.2 million people. That is almost 3 times compared to what the government is employing. Services are employing 5 million people. The agriculture is employing 3.6 million. But I have told you, I've given the example of Nyakana of Fort Portal, who is using 1 acre in commercial agriculture with the Chivaro, and he's getting very good money, and he's employing 15 people. And I've told you that if people with 1 acre, 7 million of them, if each one employed 15 people, we would create 105 million jobs. More jobs than all the Ugandans. And it can happen. That's what happens to you people when you go to China, to Japan, to do HAU. You get jobs which the Japanese are not doing. They don't have enough people to do those jobs. Here we can do it here. If you listen to our message, the 4 sectors, I challenge anybody in Uganda, abroad, or wherever, tell me the other sector which I have forgotten. And wherever the sector, you tell me. Challenge them. You put it on the radio and say, Museveni has challenged the people. If you know another sector has forgotten, bring it up. So, this is the answer for those young people. When you say young people, I am a former young person. Don't you see me here? Young people. We have seen young people since time immemorial. I am a former young person. So I know how to be young. I know how to be middle-aged. I now know also how to be old. I know everything. So, please, when you find our children going to Dubai, what are you going to do in Dubai? Eh? Here we have got more potential for more jobs than the Dubais can have. Eh? We've got everything here. muleke obugagga wano ne mugendeyo okukola ng'abaddu gye mugenda. Nze sifuluma. There's UN now. There's something UN is going on. Nze ndi wano mbyange. Fortunately, I've got my young people. They are there in the UN. I can send you there to the UN. Nze ndi wano. Okay, how many remaining?